know who's endorsing companies, why would you want for him to wear the hat as a cheater and ruin this good boy image that Travis currently has, knowing that that could cost him millions of dollars? Like, why would you even risk that? So it shows she's reckless, all right? But she goes on saying a whole bunch of nothing, right? A whole bunch of nothing, right? As to why she has a bad attitude.
I ignored him until he was single. That's the real reason he sat in my DM. Then the second thing, when I said he wasn't my type, I did not mean attractiveness. I don't have a physical type, period. No two men that I've previously dated look the same. My first one was a white cowboy. Second one was a Mexican soccer player. Then I dated a black man who was a SoundCloud rapper. And then Travis. So I have never dated the same type physically. I don't care about what people look like or what they can give me. I date people for who they are as a person, how they honor God, and how they treat the people around them. And Travis is all of the above. Okay, the next clip was at the game after they just won like their last game. People thought I was upset with him celebrating with cheerleaders. I don't know where that came from because he never celebrated with cheerleaders. So that I don't know where that started, but that's not what I said. But what y'all didn't see before the clip, me and him were talking. We had already interacted. I had already said congratulations. I had already kissed him.
Somebody with common sense will ask, if you claim that cheaters aren't your type and you don't date cheaters, but then Travis Hunter cheated initially, and that's how you knew who he was because he cheated by hopping in your inbox while having a girlfriend, then why did you still get with him? Why would you still talk to him? I thought cheaters weren't your type. But nonetheless, though, right? Let's get past that. You see, she did all the babbling, explained why she had attitudes, etc., but nobody really cared about it, right? You see, the universe was speaking. Because after she came online, gave the babble explanation, that just led to her getting exposed some more. So the first thing that took place was she got exposed for creating an OnlyFans account back in 2020. Now, just standalone would probably mean nothing. Right? Her creating an OF back in 2021, standalone means nothing. But you pair this up with the fact that she also worked at a strip club, will probably hint towards or lean towards, at some point, allegedly, is not known for a fact, she probably committed or did some type of sex work in the past, right? Because why are you on OF? Why are you in the strip club if you claim that you are a good girl? You see, in the video with Travis on their couples channel, she claims she was valedictorian, she's a good girl, she's not like that, she comes across as very shy. But then when you peel back the layers, bruh, she's not shy at all, she's not a good girl at all, she's actually a demon. So Travis is apparently with an absolute demon, a man. You see, this was just the iceberg because more things happened that Travis just keep on ignoring. So after this happened, we got went and we seen a video of her back in 2021. Now, according to Travis, they've been together for 5 years. Oh. However, back in 2021, 3 years ago, she was at a Halloween party. And at this Halloween party, 3 years ago, she was throwing it back on random men. Let's just pause on this still. Okay. Listen, even me where I'm at, I'm nowhere where Travis is at, right? I'm not entertaining or dating no woman who was in the club choosing up to men like this, man. What? Men like this, yo, who was doing money? Yo, bro, look at these. Come on, bro. That's her. Throwing it back on a man in a LeBron James high school jersey. This is her choosing up for those guys, man. Listen, bro. Hey, you better tell me that I'm Travis Hunter. I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm about to go to the league and make $100 million. And this is the type of men that you were choosing up for? This is the type of men you are losing all respect for yourself for, throwing it back at the club, bending over, doing all type of crazy tricks for them? For them? Come on. And according to Travis, they've been together for 5 years. So this means that she was doing this while in a relationship with Travis. Now, here's the part that really got everybody, right? Here's the part that really really stunned everybody. She would admit that Travis would drive her to these parties. She would go inside these parties, drink, get drunk, and then Travis would take her home.
The drink, he doesn't drink. And I'm Hispanic, so I have tequila like in my veins. So I drink. I don't drink a lot, but I drink. And I used to party and stuff. And he would literally drive me, sit outside for hours while I'm inside like partying, and then take us home. Like he never tried to be like, oh, just because I drink, you can't drink, or you can't hang out with your friends, or you can't, you know.
So more than likely, it's not for a fact, but more than likely, Travis was probably outside that party on his phone, watching film, trying to figure out how to make millions of dollars for him and her, while she was in that party throwing it back on a random street dude who had money stacks of like $400 spread out. This is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And if that wasn't bad enough, right? If that video wasn't bad enough, another man is coming out claiming, well, that him and Travis' girl have some type of communication at the end of 2020. Now, Travis claimed they've been together for 5 years. So based off Travis' word, if they were together for 5 years, then this girl would have been cheating. So the first piece of evidence was this TikTok. Now, in this TikTok, you can hear Travis say, we've been together for 5 years.
My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all like 5 years. Y'all 5 years.
Girl, 5 years.
So he shows messages, if we can go over here. Well, he shows messages.
There's no way Travis on his girl is on my DMs.
Well, she writes, you was too cute, let me wipe you. So she is
What?
shooting her shot, right? He responds back, she responds back, etc., etc. Alright? Now, here's where things get tricky though, because a lot of people thought, yo, man, bro, you capping, bro. Like, yo, Travis's girl wasn't in your DMs, yo. When was it, bro? What time was that? So then he posted the screen recording, the actual recording of him going to his DMs and showing that this is not fake. And it shows the messages and the dates. So it shows December of 2020. These messages ain't even that bad in terms of cheating. It's still cheating. But it's not like she was telling him, yo, blow my back out. Well, what makes this egregiously bad is because Travis's girl was acting like she was the hardest girl to get when he was trying to get her. When he was trying to get her, she had him on red for 2 months. She had him in the friend zone for another 3 months. She was acting like she was a super prude, God sent her, the Virgin Mary. She was saving herself. She ain't giving no play. But then you see her in somebody else's DM acting this thirsty. Yo, I wouldn't be the same again. I would not be the same again. If a girl who made me pursue her so hard was in another dude's DMs, pretty much throwing the panties away at him, I wouldn't know how to act. Now here's the thing, man. Travis and his girl hasn't responded back to this yet. Travis has actually deleted his Instagram. He has deleted his entire Instagram after the future receipts and other receipts of this girl began to come out. I don't know how Travis is gonna handle this. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna come back on the stream and cuss us out for being nosy and telling us to go ahead and mind our broke, homeless business. Hey, listen, huh? If he does, I'm not gonna hold it against Travis. I like Travis, man, but this brother needs to be careful here, bro. He needs to be careful, man. Because, yo, even Bow Wow, Bow Wow, who has had his share of women, even Bow Wow is coming out and telling Travis, bro, that he needs to relax. He needs to let this girl go.
Number one, I don't want you feeling as though everybody jumping down your back or cats is hating. It's that young nigga mentality. I want you to look at this like niggas care about you. And especially in our community and in this industry, not a lot of brothers get the opportunity like you about to get. You know what I mean? You about to get the biggest check in your life. You about to go to the NFL. And all we are doing is waking you up, young brother. Because if you don't see what the going on, gang, if we didn't give a let you crash out, but from one place to the next, hey, my nigga, I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but I want you to open up your eyes, man.
Just in case Travis didn't want to listen to Bow Wow, Des Bryant will step in, and Des Bryant would post. I've tried my best not to get into Travis's business, but I had to after seeing this. I'm here to tell you, brother, wake up and quit playing. She talked all that ish about you, saying she was going to address the situation once, but kept talking about it. She loves the attention way more than you. She thinks she's an equal to you. I can tell you're a great dude, and I promise there's a woman out there who's going to make your life easy and respect you. And what I see, she has nothing to offer but an effing headache. So it looks like even Travis calls all of us broke, said we ain't got no women, go find some women. Okay, cool. Alright, I'll be the incel, alright? If you think I'm an incel, I'll be the incel. Des Bryant ain't no incel. Des Bryant actually reached the peaks. He was an all-pro at wide receiver for the Cowboys, led the league in touchdowns in 1 year. So Des Bryant has reached the pinnacle of where Travis was going to go. And he's telling you, Travis, she ain't the one. She's going to make your life more difficult. She's going to cause you problems, bro. Leave her. I don't know, man. It doesn't look like Travis is listening. It looks like Travis is going to learn the hard way, bro. Y'all let me know in the comment section.
We're gonna do the easy way or we'll do the hard way? Your choice is yours.
Design the perfect voice for your brand with 11 Labs. Change the way you record podcasts.
Next. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What's good evening? Why do you sound like that?
I'm just greeting you. You're just? I'm greeting. You are what? I'm sending my greetings to you.
You are sending your greetings.
Jai Hind, sir.
Hello, where are you from?
You sound Indian. I'm Indian. Yeah, I'm 100% Indian.
What part of India are you from?
Sorry.
You don't look Indian. This man doesn't look Indian to me.
I'm from the other side of India. Yeah. This is India. This is the other side of India. I'm from this side. I'm Indian. My name is Arijit. India here, we have two parts, different parts. I'm from this part.
It doesn't have a name. Where is your father from?
From India.
Okay. And your mom?
She's Indian.
She's what?
India.
In-
From India.
India.
Fine. Speak a little language. Speak something. Let's say something in India.
How are you?
No, I need use the language. Use the language.
Meratla.
Is there a reason why you're shaking your head?
I'm just passionate about what I'm saying to you people. And you
Yeah,
people don't even believe me.
Okay, sorry. Meratia means what now?
If you want to appear,
Young man. Eh? Can you see? I know what part I am from. I know where I come from. And I can't make a mistake. Now, you are an Igbo man. A typical Igbo man. So don't just deny and causing headache for me and my colleague here. You hear me? So which part of Igbo land are you from? Let me know.
I'm Indian, full Indian.
Okay then. Alright, do something for us.
What are you going to be doing today?
I'm going to be singing and acting a movie for you.
You're going to be singing
Yeah,
and acting a movie.
yeah. I'm going to add a film, and I'm going to sing the song that goes with the movie. The soundtrack of the film that I'm going to act.
You will act a film and then you will sing the soundtrack alongside, together. Okay?
That's
okay.
sounds interesting. Well, the stage is
So
yours.
this is a movie about a girl that was in love with a guy, but something happened along the line and they stopped being in love as they began to be enemies. Action. Ah! What is wrong talking to me? Yes, I'm talking to you. You go there and talk to another guy and you are kissing another guy. No, I did not ever kiss him. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. You are not in love with me. I'm going to shoot you and you're going to die. Please, don't shoot me. Please, if you shoot me, I will die. I'm going to bring out my gun and I'll shoot you now. Ah! Ah! I can see the bullet is coming. Jack! Come and save me, there's a bullet coming behind my back. Ah! Please help me! Look at the bullet is coming close to me. Ah! Ah! I push you over. Ah! I take it.
Oh, the ambulance come see you?
They said madness.
Yeah. You want them to come see you?
Yes. My son about slammed me on the floor.
There ain't no way in hell this information I'm gonna give y'all is gonna not shock y'all. It's crazy. I'm starting to believe, like, man, is this even true? Is this a joke? Now, YouTube family, here it is today. Allegedly, I'm not even gonna sit up here and say that it actually happened because I know the truth, man. Cause bro, this really happened. Young Blue need the brakes beat off him. Everybody in the city of Alabama, where you from? Alabama? Everybody in the whole state of Alabama beating the brakes up off of Young Blue. Now, here it is today, YouTube family. Apparently and allegedly, Young Blue sat up there, you understand me, and body slammed his mother. Yes, y'all heard me right, man. A long live Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio just died. Young Blue sat up there and suplexed his mother like Eddie Guerrero. Now, if it's one thing for sure, it's two things for certain. The good book say, honor thy mother, and you honor thy father, for the days of your life on this earth will be long. Now, brother, man, I don't know what happens to you if you body slam thou's mother. Man, I don't know if a lot of y'all is religious and that, but man, when Noah's son sat up there, you understand me, and laughed at him for being drunk and naked, hey man, God punished him. Hey man, that had to be about 2, 3, 4, 5,000 years ago. See what I'm saying? So at this point, we all understand the consequences and repercussions to come with disobeying our parent. Now here it is today, YouTube family, like I said, Young Blue done sat up there and got on the top rope and did the 3D deadly death drop on his own mama, bro. Man, Young Blue must own the Bros Barbecue, YouTube family, man. He must own the Bros Barbecue, man. Where the barbecue was so good, you slap your mama. He must be the owner and operator of one of them damn Bros Barbecue. Man, ain't nothing mama can do. I don't care, bro. Mama, grandmama, auntie, baby mama. Ain't nothing mama can do for you to sit up there and body slam mama. This ain't no tables and ladders and chairs match. What is wrong with you? Who you think you Mick Foley? You think this is Royal Rumble, bro? Do you think this is WrestleMania or something? Like, man, come on, bro. Now, somebody need to contact Vince McMahon right now. Because Young Blue's mother, and the Lord bless her heart, because you know it's fresh after the holidays and people gain weight. Young Blue's mother, Lord bless her heart, and I'm not saying nothing bad, but his mom was kind of hefty. So for him to sit up there, you know what I mean, and suplex her the way he did and slam her that hard on that bed, hey man, I know Vince McMahon is somewhere out here looking for blue, bro. Boosie got you this pressure up what? YouTube family, let's go and jump off into this content. I know y'all tired of me talking, man. Let's jump right off into the content.
Thanks, man. Okay. Grandma here? Is she okay?
She says her heart is she's upstairs.
Sheriff's office, ma'am, you okay? You need to see the med unit? Okay, you want the ambulance to come? You want the ambulance to come see you?
They said ambulance.
Yeah. You want them to come see you?
Yeah. Somebody slammed me on the phone.
Okay.
Trying to take my
1280 radio. Med unit can come in.
He just dropped him back off and drove off, but he knows all the police.
You know where he went?
Well, he had to the mansion, but I think he said
I do.
he said he head to the mansion. It's a custody battle.
Okay.
I can't believe all son did that to me. Because I talked about him taking that son, that boy, he know he was supposed to have him right now. We're going through a nasty custody battle.
So you say he body slammed you? How did he
He
do that?
gonna slam me right downstairs, like, no.
Did he pick you up and throw you down?
Yes, I was standing up. And just, and when I tried to stop him from taking, grab, he was telling Corbin, go out the door, go out the door. And I said, no. And when I grabbed his shirt and because he grabbed me, he took me and fired out the blue. And I was there like a Kobe, so I couldn't be his when he scared not to go. And I guess he thought if I go down the road, he turned around and dropped Corbin out and drove off. Dropped Corbin out right down the street.
Okay. What's your name?
Michelle Hicks.
M-I-C-H-E-L-L-E?
Yeah.
H-I-C-K? Okay.
I fell on his side.
Do you think he's going back home?
It's a possibility he's going back home, or it's a possibility that he knows don't send the law there, and he's trying to evade. But yes, he's going back home because he's doing some work over there. That's what he told me. He was going to take over there, but I already seen the text message where he told Corbin he was going to come and get him holiday break and take him out of the state. He can't do that.
Is he young blue?
Yes.
Okay.
He already has a ride trip that's already recorded.
You're gonna have charges?
Yes, that's 10-4. It is young blue.
I'm his brother.
I'm gonna go see, I'm gonna get the med unit here, okay?
And speak to us. And speak to us at the gate. So he's gonna call you.
But the driver friend? Like your driver friend? But the driver friend? Like your driver
You're under arrest. It's time for family violence. Deputy Pruitt's going to cuff you and then he's going to search you. We're going to place you in the back of one of our patrol cars with you while we continue our investigation, okay? You put your hands together like this. There you go. Yeah, it'll be easier for you.
I'm pretty sure.
I would like to play situation.
Alright, you said nothing on you, so?
Yeah. So you said, I'm on the red light.
Yes.
I'll be able to call that.
Yes. You have anything, Ron, or anything you want us to leave with anybody? You do what you got.
Yeah, paper right now, that's fine.
Okay, do you want anything to go with you out the car?
Yeah.
mean, I got a recording on my phone when I talk to you on the phone. Well, it did on us. I did it on the phone. When I talked to you on the phone, you said you wanted to talk to me. Then when I came up, you said I was ready. So,
Yes. I want to talk to you too, man. Yeah, my bad.
I got custody papers. I got custody papers to where I'm allowed visitation on the weekend. I knock on the door. She gets, and I have a video. I got a video on my phone that I never touched. I got a video on my phone right now. I recorded her. So y'all can arrest me, but I still just want to show y'all the information so y'all know. So y'all know.
So we're not gonna go through your phone. We're gonna put it in a container to go with you to the jail. I'm gonna get the rest of our information and then I'm gonna read your birth rights. And then if you wanna talk to us, we'll talk. I'll let you open up your phone. But I'm gonna read your rights to you before we have this conversation. I haven't asked you any questions. I'm happy to talk to you, but I need a minute, okay? And I'm not going through your phone, I'm just holding it for your right.
I don't give a damn if it happened in 2023 BC. In 2023 BC. When is it ever okay to sit up there, you understand me, and put your mom on the top rope and give her a 3D deadly death drop, bro? Never, bro. Ain't nothing that my mama can do to me at all. Man, Tupac mama smoked crack and he sung a song about her. Told her how much he appreciated her. So I can't imagine that Young Blue's mom was any worse than Afina. You know what I mean, bro? Blue, you dead wrong, bro. Your mama not Boosie, bro. Go swallow up a Boosie. Matter of fact, bro, I'll get your face. What's happening with you, bro? I know you got some children. We want to be there, bro. That's crazy. You done sat up there and hurt mom? Oh, no, bro. All of your uncles must be dead, huh? Boy, cause ain't no way, ain't nobody body slamming my son. Man, if my sister's sons and kids body slam her, I'm 110% gonna send him straight to heaven, wherever his soul goes. I just know for sure he wouldn't be living in this existence anymore and in this dimension anymore. That's crazy, bro. All of your homeboys need to be beating you up right now, young blue. You down bad, body slamming up, but right before criminal. And you did this right before criminal, homie. I don't want to hear your fans jumping in the comment section trying to come to your defense. I don't want to hear it, bro. You done body slammed your mama, but what about Boosie? Now, you know Boosie finna have a field day with this act. Anyway, you man, like I say, very unbelievable. If it's not shocking to you, if this don't shock you, hey, man, something wrong with you, bro. To all my young guys out there, man, I don't care how bad mama, don't body slam your mama, bro. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even want to sit up there and suplex and but anyway, family, man, as always, we gonna sit up there, stay down till we come together, man. That's just the law at this point. Dude, let his mom in the neck brace, man. Screaming and hiding. Ah! Come on. Like Boosie. Come on. Man, shit. Hey, I am gone.
You told the story about seeing Bun Street and Suge Knight get knocked out by a guy named Bruce.
Was he fighting himself or was Bun Street doing the fighting?
They both jumped. They tried. Dude, boom, boom. They lost.
Oh, so this dude Bruce fought both of them at the same time?
They lost, dude.
And I told Bruce, I said, and police behind us. We get in the turning lane at an apartment in Inglewood, and lit a joint. Right when the police were behind us, lit a joint, and looked at me and said, "Quit panicking." That's Bruce for it got hard, man.
Bruce to me was a dope boy. He's one of the most successful club boys in the game at that time.
Suge Knight might have been known as the boogeyman of hip-hop, but even the toughest figures aren't invincible. That was made clear when Suge crossed paths with Bruce Richardson, a man with a serious reputation for fighting.
I was on the other side of the room, but that boy Bruce Richardson beat that. You know what I'm saying?
Is he in karate?
Yeah.
Bruce wasn't just any street brawler. He was a skilled martial artist and known around his hood as one of the best street fighters out there. His fists had no boundaries, and not even Suge Knight and his entourage were off limits. When the two clashed, Bruce didn't just hold his own. He completely humiliated Suge and his crew. They were beaten so badly that it left a mark on Suge's tough guy persona.
Was he actually fighting himself, or was Butchie doing the fighting?
They both jumped. They tried to do boom, boom. They lost.
Oh, so this dude Bruce fought both of them at the same time?
They lost, dude.
But then, something shocking happened. Just one day after this incident, Bruce was offed under mysterious circumstances.
But then I heard the next day he ended up dead.
Yeah.
There's a lot to uncover, so let's dive in deeper. Bruce Richardson grew up in a modest home on 65th Place in South Central Los Angeles, an area often referred to as Players Land. From a young age, he had a fire in him. At just 8 years old, Bruce started training in martial arts, and it didn't take long for him to master the craft. Over time, he became an exceptional street fighter, known for his unmatched skills. He didn't just fight for show. He won gold medals and trophies, proving his talent. But in the streets, he built a reputation by never backing down from a fight. Word was that Bruce fought at least 20 guys in his neighborhood, and half of them ended up needing hospital care after facing him. Back in the day, the Black Karate Federation was booming in the area. Young men were getting into karate, lifting weights, and unfortunately experimenting with drugs, a dangerous mix that often led to trouble. Despite the chaos, Bruce stood out not just for his fighting skills, but also for his charisma and popularity. At Crenshaw High School, Bruce played varsity basketball and was well known across campus. One day after class, he got into a heated altercation with Big U, another respected figure in the neighborhood. Allegedly, the beef started over a woman, and Bruce didn't hesitate to throw the first punch. He sent Big U flying into the bushes.
And Bruce walked up, and he like, man, woo, he talking about the chick. But I ain't really tripping off what he's saying, and he just fired him.
Big U fought his way out, and the two continued their battle, turning the schoolyard into a full-blown rumble when the basketball team and some gang members jumped in.
I'm sitting on the wall, and I fall back in the bushes, and I get to kick, and I kick my way up the bushes. His first L. What the hell?
There's long been speculation about whether Bruce was involved in gang life. Some say he briefly ran with the Brims, a notorious gang, while others point out that his home was technically on the mid-love side. However, those close to Bruce have confirmed he wasn't officially tied to any gang. Instead, Bruce had a unique influence over the guys in his neighborhood. He built a strong following, and the crew started calling themselves the 65th Place Hustlers, representing their block, Baby Kansas Avenue. After graduating high school in 1983, Bruce shifted his focus. His goal was clear: make money. And he found the perfect opportunity as the crack epidemic began taking hold in Los Angeles. Bruce quickly became one of the most successful drug dealers on the west side of South Central, running a lucrative operation.
Bruce to me was a dope boy. He's one of the most successful club boys in the game at that time.
In just 2 years, he was pulling in so much revenue that he was able to pay off his childhood home and buy another property on the next block. He moved his mother to View Park, Windsor Hills, also known as Ladera Heights, so she could live far from the dangers of his business. Meanwhile, he set up an apartment in Inglewood that served as the hub for cooking up product. With hundreds of thousands of dollars pouring in, Bruce had to find a way to legitimize his earnings. In 1986, he officially obtained a business license and opened Genius Hand Car Wash on Crenshaw Boulevard. To keep things running smoothly, he put members of the Rolling 60s on the payroll, giving them steady work. Bruce wasn't just focused on business, though. He knew how to enjoy the fruits of his labor. He was often spotted driving through the neighborhood in a sleek black Mercedes-Benz, customized with white curtains, turning heads wherever he went. People often underestimated Bruce Richardson because of his clean-cut appearance, but that was a mistake that he only made once. One day, he was in line at Ralph's grocery store buying what must have looked like an unusual amount of baking soda with $5,000 in food stamps. As Bruce was waiting, a large, muscular guy who looked like he could have been Debo's twin from Friday started yelling at him for holding up the line. The man kept pushing it, mocking Bruce's suit and stepping into his personal space. Bruce wasn't one to let disrespect slide. Without a word, he hit the guy with a perfectly executed front kick, sending him flying. When the guy tried to recover, Bruce finished the job with a series of well-placed blows. After handling business, Bruce calmly checked out, then slipped the cashier $200 to make sure they didn't call the cops. That was Bruce, a mix of precision, confidence, and generosity. Even seasoned street veterans spoke about Bruce's fearless nature. An OG gang member once recalled a ride with Bruce that left him speechless. They were driving when the OG noticed a police car tailing them. Nervously, he told Bruce about it, expecting him to take some kind of evasive action. But Bruce didn't even flinch. Instead, he lit a cigarette, took a drag, and told the OG to relax. "Ain't nothing gonna happen," Bruce said calmly.
And I told Bruce, I said, man, police behind us. We get in a turning lane at an apartment in Inglewood. And they lit a joint. Right when the police were behind us, he lit a joint. And looked at me and said, "Quit panicking." That's Bruce for you. It got hard, man.
Sure enough, nothing did. The OG couldn't believe Bruce's nerve and how unfazed he was, even with the police right on their tail. But Bruce wasn't all toughness and street smarts. He had a generous side too. He was known to spoil the people around him, buying them expensive gifts and making sure they were taken care of.
Bruce went to that jewelry store. He bought a ring for $68,000. He bought a Rolex watch for $44,000. And I looked at Bert and I said, "Man, I'm good, man." He said, "Nah, I asked you to go me down to the jewelry store. I ain't gonna buy all this stuff and I tell you to pick you something."
By this time, Bruce had built significant wealth through his crack empire and his legitimate businesses, but he wasn't content to stop there. Always looking to expand his income streams, Bruce began exploring new ventures. Inspired by Suge Knight's meteoric rise as the CEO of Death Row Records, Bruce decided he could do the same, maybe even better. He had the resources, the connections, and the charisma to pull it off. Bruce started managing rap groups, making moves in the music industry, and even earned a mention on Ice-T's legendary track 6 in the Morning. One of the groups he managed, Dramacidal, caught the attention of Tupac Shakur. Pac wanted the group to join forces with the Outlaws as backup performers for his All Eyes on Me album. Bruce, ever the savvy businessman, gave his blessing, but only on the condition that Suge Knight promised him a percentage of the album's royalties. Suge agreed, but after the album was completed, he backed out of the deal and refused to pay Bruce what he was owed. This kind of betrayal didn't sit well with Bruce. He had entered the music industry to build something legitimate and leave the streets behind, but Suge's refusal to honor their agreement reminded him that the industry could be just as cutthroat as the streets. Bruce and Suge had clashed multiple times before things finally reached a boiling point one night at a club. Suge, known for his brashness, approached Bruce's girlfriend and told her to leave Bruce and come with him. Bruce wasn't having it. He walked up to Suge and unleashed an uppercut that dropped him in his tracks. After dropping Suge with a brutal combo, Bruce didn't stop there. He turned his attention to Buntry and gave him a beating too.
Was he actually fighting himself, or was Buntry doing the fighting?
They both jumped. They tried. Boom, boom, boom. They lost.
Oh, so this dude Bruce fought both of them at the same time?
They lost, dude.
It took 3 of Suge's other goons to finally contain Bruce and drag him out of the situation. People in the club were stunned. It wasn't a secret that Suge would want revenge after being humiliated like that. Sure enough, just 2 weeks later, Bruce was found shot dead in his own home. At first, the police thought Buntry and Neckbone might have been behind the ender, since this kind of retaliation was usually their style. But as the investigation continued, it didn't add up. What was puzzling to investigators was how the KEers had gotten into Bruce's home in the first place. Bruce's place was a literal fortress. reinforced steel doors, double deadbolt locks, heavy bars on the windows, and a complex alarm system. It was clear that whoever offed him had managed to get in, and the only logical explanation was that Bruce had let them in. He wouldn't have just opened the door for Suge's goons, not after the altercation that happened just 2 weeks earlier. He might have opened the door for someone who appeared official, like a few people dressed in police uniforms. The mystery surrounding his death deepened when it was revealed that Tupac, who had built a close relationship with Bruce, had called Bruce's father shortly after the ending to assure him that he had nothing to do with it. However, Tupac couldn't say the same for Suge Knight. It was clear that Suge's name was hanging in the air, but there was no concrete proof linking him to Bruce's death. Just 2 days after Bruce was offed, tragedy struck again when Bruce's girlfriend was shot to death in a car near some railroad tracks. The circumstances surrounding her death were eerily similar, and her ender, like Bruce's, remains unsolved to this day. Many still speculate that Suge may have had a hand in both killings, as his reputation for ruthlessness was well known. Suge's history of run-ins with the law, his connections, and his willingness to do whatever it took to maintain power made him a prime suspect in many people's minds. Suge Knight's reputation for causing chaos and stirring up trouble goes back a long way. He's no stranger to violence and legal issues. In 1995, he pleaded no contest in a federal case for assaulting 2 rappers back in 1992 at a Hollywood recording studio. This earned him 5 years of probation. However, things escalated in 1996. On September 7th of that year, Knight and his death row crew, including Tupac Shakur, got into a violent altercation with Orlando Anderson, a known Crips gang member. This was at a Las Vegas hotel. The fight violated his probation, and by October 22nd, 1996, Knight was back in jail.
Just 3 days after the awards, Tupac and others attack an LA gang member in a hotel lobby after a Mike Tyson fight in Las Vegas. The attack will land death row head Suge Knight in jail.
The following year, on February 28, 1997, he was sentenced to 9 years in prison for that violation, but didn't serve the full term. He was released early from FCI Sheridan on August 6, 2001. Unfortunately, Suge couldn't stay out of trouble. In 2003, he was sent back to prison for 10 months after violating his parole when he got into an altercation with a parking lot attendant. By this time, his frequent incarcerations had started to take a toll on Death Row Records' success. Knight's reputation for conflict extended beyond legal issues. In 2006, he had a public fallout with former friend and collaborator Snoop Dogg after Snoop dissed him in Rolling Stone. Knight's alleged ties to the mob Piru street gang also came under scrutiny in January 2008 during a police crackdown in Compton. Later that year, on May 10th, Suge got into a fight for money outside a Hollywood nightclub called Shag. The brawl left him unconscious for 3 minutes, but even after regaining consciousness, he refused to cooperate with the police. His troubles didn't stop there. In 2008, while filing for bankruptcy, Knight sued Kanye West over a 2005 shooting incident at one of Kanye's pre-video music awards parties, where Suge himself was shot in the leg. Then, in February 2009, he suffered facial injuries after being punched at a private party in Scottsdale, Arizona. By 2012, Knight was still finding ways to get into trouble. In Las Vegas, he was arrested after cannabis was found in his car, and police discovered several outstanding warrants for past traffic violations. Fast forward to August 24th, 2014, and Knight was at another pre-video music awards party, this time hosted by Chris Brown at the 1OK nightclub in West Hollywood. During the event, Knight was shot 6 times but miraculously walked out of the club and into an ambulance. CCTV footage later confirmed that he was the intended target of the shooting. Despite the severity of his injuries, Knight didn't cooperate with the authorities investigating the incident. After his release from the hospital a few days later, Suge's friend Keith Middlebrook told reporters that Knight planned to recover quickly and come back stronger. Fellow party attendee Jeezy later shared on The Breakfast Club that he narrowly avoided being shot himself, saying someone had pushed him out of the way just before bullets started flying. Suge Knight's legal troubles continued to mount in late 2014 when he and comedian Cat Williams were both arrested on October 29th for allegedly stealing a camera from a paparazzi photographer in Beverly Hills the month before.
Suge, of course, rap mogul and Cat Williams comedian, they're under arrest after a high-profile robbery, I guess you could call it.
Yep, because the men are accused of stealing a paparazzi's camera.
The charge, second-degree robbery. Both Knight and Williams pleaded not guilty, but the drama didn't end there. While in jail, doctors discovered Knight had a blood clot in his lung, adding health issues to his growing list. The incident wasn't an accident. incident wasn't an accident. They alleged Knight deliberately ran the men over after a heated argument on the Straight Outta Compton film set spilled over into a nearby burger stand parking lot. Security footage later surfaced, appearing to show Knight mowing down both men with his truck before fleeing the scene. Suge claimed it was self-defense, but the evidence painted a different picture. As the Emder trial began to unfold, Suge's health became a recurring issue. In March 2015, he was hospitalized after telling a judge he was going blind and experiencing other complications. That same month, he fired his legal team, claiming he wasn't getting proper medical treatment while in custody. Around this time, his bail was initially set at a staggering $25 million. The announcement didn't sit well with Suge. He collapsed in court after hearing the figure. His bail was eventually reduced to $10 million, but the legal battles and his health issues only got worse. By July 2015, his lawyer revealed that Knight might have a brain tumor, which only added to his already long list of ailments. Despite his declining health, the judge refused to lower his bail. Over the next year, Knight went through multiple attorneys, swapping legal counsel repeatedly as the Emder case dragged on. In July 2016, the court denied Knight's request to reveal the identities of key prosecution witnesses, citing his history of violence as a risk factor. Knight grew emotional after the ruling, stating he feared his health problems would cause him to die in jail. By March 2017, he was back in the hospital due to ongoing blood clots, a condition that had plagued him for over 2 years by then. These health setbacks repeatedly delayed his trial, pushing it all the way to September 2018. In February 2017, he was hit with yet another indictment, this time for allegedly threatening F. Gary Gray, the director of Straight Outta Compton. Prosecutors accused Suge of sending menacing text messages back on August 8, 2014, where he reportedly made threats of death or bodily harm. The details of the text weren't made public, but the accusations were serious enough to lead to a grand jury indictment. Suge, however, pleaded not guilty, insisting he hadn't threatened Gray, despite the new charges. This particular case didn't stick. As part of his plea deal in the death of Terry Carter, the charges related to the alleged threats were eventually dropped. When the trial finally arrived, Suge decided to cut his losses. He pleaded no contest to voluntary manslaughter, a move that spared him a life sentence but still carried heavy consequences. On sentencing day, the judge handed Knight a 28-year prison term, 22 years for running over Terry Carter, and an additional 6 years under California's 3 strikes law. It was a harsh but not unexpected outcome, given his long history of violence and run-ins with the law. As of March 2023, Suge Knight remains incarcerated at R.J. Donovan Correctional Facility in San Diego. He won't be eligible for parole until October 2034.
Things are looking really dark and really grim for Lil Durk. Who would have thought that the Lil Durk arrest will uncover these many skeletons? It went from a murder for hire that's looking really sketchy and looking like Lil Durk has a great chance at beating this, to Lil Durk possibly being a serial killer. This is insane. Now, the bad news for Lil Durk hits even harder, because before we got the bad news, we got some really good news. You see, Lil Durk was arrested for the murder for hire for Quandaro's cousin Lil Pop, but a lot of us was really sketched out by the quote-unquote evidence against Lil Durk. And Lawyer for Workers Mo, who I believe was in attendance at the Lil Durk bond hearing, well, he reported that it was looking really good for Lil Durk, that Lil Durk's team had a brilliant day in court.
Lil Durk was denied a bond today in California federal court, murder for hire charge, where he's facing life in prison. Trial is scheduled to start in January. It went a lot better than that sounds. His attorney, Drew Findling, did a tremendous job diffusing several of the arguments that were making Durk look crazy. The government has these rap lyrics that they cite in the indictment, and they say, look, he's bragging about how Quando Rondo was on the news yelling, no, no. Drew Findling came in, and the government got a little shook up when he hit him with this. He hit him with a declaration from the music producer that said that that song was recorded months before that news story of Quando Rondo saying no, no ever happened. And so there's timestamps in this declaration from this producer showing the night those lyrics were recorded way before Quando was ever saying, no.
The fans responded back to that by saying, oh, really? Really? That's your trump card? Really? All right, bruh, let's stop playing softball, bruh. The fans revealed, hey, listen, Your Honor, we are actually investigating this dude for another murder that we believe beyond a reasonable doubt that he's a part of and he committed. Huh? The judge is like, wait. Another one? They said, oh yeah, did you not know? Let's break it down, Your Honor, all right? This dusty light-skinned dude here, all right, from Dump Street, he apparently killed Lil Durk's brother, D-Thing, right? Now, apparently, these two were beefing over a girl. D-Thing allegedly got like one of his homies killed in 2015 over a girl they were dating. D-Thing was bragging about how all his ops is dead. And due to the taunting and the alleged body that D-Thing got, Gigi Poop, the light-skinned dude, his name is Gigi Poop, he apparently killed D-Thing. Now, Lil Durk couldn't get Gigi Poop killed because Gigi Poop got arrested shortly after for a double homicide, and they tied him into D-Thing's murder after the fact. So Lil Durk decided he was gonna put out a bounty, right, for anybody associated with Dump Street and Gigi Poop, as well as any GD out there. If you murk a GD, Lil Durk will give you a bag. That seems pretty reckless, but Lil Durk wanted blood, right? His brother just got killed by some dust mites. He wanted blood, bruh. So Lil Durk put out that bounty, man, and Dusty Ninjas came to collect. Now, two Dusty Ninjas in particular came to collect, all right? Their names were Preston Powell and Anthony Montgomery Wilson. Now, these two went out looking for anybody they can catch, bruh. Anybody. Lil Durk had a bounty out on some GDs or anybody involved with the dudes who got his brother, bruh. They just wanted to find anybody. So they came across the one dude they probably should have just let go. Like the one dude they probably shouldn't have killed. They didn't care who they ran across. They just wanted to run across somebody they can murk so they can get some paper from Lil Durk. So they came across Stephon Mack. Now check it out. Stephon Mack was actually at a church. And he was outside a church working on a Stop the Violence initiative. He was across the street from a Stop the Gang Violence Initiative center. Stephon Mack had completely changed his life and he had moved on. He had a fiance, he had a child now. He was not gangbanging. He was trying to work towards pushing peace. And they seen him and said, F pushing peace, bro, and killed him. Lil Durk attorney said, Your Honor, what does this have to do with Lil Durk? What, two Dusty Ninjas killed one ninja who was a former gangbanger? But this is some gangbanging stuff. This has nothing to do with Lil Durk. The prosecutor says, sit down. Sit down. Your Honor, we're just getting started. Let us cook. When the feds arrested Montgomery Wilson for the murder of Stephon Mack, they went through his phone and they found that Montgomery Wilson was actually in a group chat with some OTF members and he was texting them, yo, what's up with OTF? To which the other person responded, nothing. They try to be slick on the low, but Montgomery Wilson is starving. So 8 days later, he texted, yo, did Durk give you the money? I'm starving, man. I'm starving. Now, sometimes later, though, Montgomery Wilson was eventually arrested, and the feds uncovered this treasure trove of everything's going on, right? Now, here's what's really more interesting, right? And the day that Stephon Mack died, Lil Durk posted to his IG story, aha, for D-Thing OTF. And Your Honor, you see, we initially thought that aha would be for Quando Rondo, but if we're going and believing this engineer and his timestamps and claiming this was before Quando Rondo, well then we'll agree. We'll say, okay, it's not about Quando Rondo, but we do believe it could be about Stephon Mack because not only was Lil Durk bragging about the murders they've done and the kickbacks they've gotten, but Lil Durk also put one of the killers of Stephon Mack in the music video. Your Honor, do you still think we don't got nothing on Lil Durk? And Lil Durk attorney saying back like, Your Honor, an indictment has not been filed yet. A grand jury has not put the Stephon Mack murder on Lil Durk yet. But then the prosecutor said, Your Honor, we got a treasure trove of information. We're investigating Lil Durk for a lot more things and a lot more bodies. As of now, there's an active investigation for Lil Durk on other murder for hires and other murders that he is possibly linked to. And because there's an ongoing investigation, we don't think he should be granted bond right now. The judge looked at the prosecutors, looked at the defense and said, bond denied. All right, Lil Durk ain't coming out of jail. Lil Durk is sitting there. But it gets worse for Lil Durk, though. It gets worse. You see, while the prosecutors is announcing, yo, we are investigating this, my favorite YouTuber, Trap Lil Ross, had them beat. Trap Lil Ross already got a 4-hour documentary coming out linking Lil Durk to 5 other murders. Y'all gotta go to his Patreon to watch the full video, but you can hear the description and it says 6 bodies. The many murders of Lil Durk. That's how many lives the internet thinks Lil Durk has taken. Ever since the bombshell indicted dropped accusing Lil Durk and a group of his friends of being responsible for a murder for hire plot targeted rival Ponderondo, speculation has raged over whether this was one-off incident or in fact a pattern of deadly behavior. In this 4+ hour video, I'll be breaking down all of the 6 alleged murders of Lil Durk as a rumor to have something to do with. All right. Now listen, buddy. All right. Now, alleged. When Trap Lil Ross says alleged, bro, be careful, man, because 4 hours ain't alleged, homie. 4 hours of evidence linking Lil Durk to 6 murders ain't alleged. And Trap Lil Ross also said, you know what, man? Listen, AHA, yeah, they were slick when they, brought out the timestamps for AHA. But Your Honor, well, Trap Lil Ross didn't say Your Honor because he wasn't in court, but he came on social media and said, listen, that's one song, all right? The prosecutors ain't doing their job good enough. That's one song. Here's about a dozen more songs of Lil Durk confessing to this Ponderondo murder.
About the music, ever since Durk's indictment, not many people have really gone back to see if he left any clues about the murders for fans to find. A lot of people are familiar with his lyrics on that Babyface Ray song, where he appears to rap lyrics that suggested he gave a green light to this hit, but it turns out that Lil Durk's iceberg of self-incrimination goes much deeper. In fact, I went back and listened to the very first album that he and his friends released, just months after the murder of Lil Pab, and I couldn't believe what I found. Loyal Bros 2 is an OTF group mixtape released on the 16th of December 2022, just 4 months after the murder of Lil Pab, and I'm here to tell you that this project is perhaps one of the most self-incriminating projects in history of rap music. Not only is this a group album under OTF, the very name of Durk's gang and label of the same name that allegedly carried out the murder for hire plot against Quando and Lil Pab, as referenced in the indictment, but the title of the mixtape, Loyal Bros 2, is a pretty obvious reference to the loyalty that Durk expects from his gang and label brothers. But beyond the title, the project itself is wall-to-wall with incriminating lyrics that not only hint towards Durk's involvement, but track by track paints a vivid picture of exactly how the events unfolded, with Durk and his collaborators making countless references to the crime in specific detail.
Join the excitement with Betano, the premier sports betting platform in Nigeria and proud official partner of Aston Villa. Enjoy our own.
Yo, and the thing with Lil Durk is, if Trap Lil Ross is gonna go back, you think the prosecutor wasn't gonna go back? Yo, Trap Lil Ross just doing this is just breaking the ice for the prosecutors, man.
Openly claiming responsibility for the whole thing. On the opening track titled Set It Off, Durk makes an interesting comment, seemingly suggesting that he recruits killers for his business, and recounts conversations with members telling him they don't want to kill people, so Durk instead sets them up with different roles in the business, like running real estate. In other lines, Durk makes ambiguous references to his ops getting caught slipping. In the hook, he raps about giving his friends guns and asking them to shoot for him. In verse 2, he drops a bar saying one of his ops couldn't read his last DM because he was killed, something that some people have suggested is a reference to the murder of FBG Cash. But this is followed by another ambiguous bar where Durk says that he told his shooters to spin every block until the target is dead, and that somebody was due to be killed next, but he couldn't get to them, with some suggesting that this was in fact a reference to King Von's actual killer, Lil Tim, who was arrested in October 2022. The suggestion being that Durk's next murder for hire would have been Tim, but since he was in jail, they couldn't get to him. Then, on the second track, titled Mad Max featuring Future, in a bizarre display, Future seemingly opens his verse with a series of lines that again eerily mirror the exact details of Lil Durk's case, with Future rapping his Lil Bro, presumably Durk, drops bags and gets people killed and has people shot through the windows of their cars, and referencing that people get money put on their heads for messing with Durk. And Future even ends his verse with a jaw-dropping bit of foreshadowing, saying ain't no Rico case gonna stop another body dropping, before asking how many bodies they have. The hook of the song would see Dirk in the future likening their shooters running up on people and killing them to be similar to the movie Mad Max. And then in Dirk's verse, he would go on an absolute rampage of self-snitching, boldly saying that he told Young Thug everybody that he'd shot and hinting that he could be part of that RICO case that Thug caught if the feds were recording what he said. Dirk then seemingly references the murder of...
Yo, Dirk Lucky Thug a solid one. Dirk Lucky Thug solid. Yo, imagine Dirk would have told Gunna everybody he shot. Yo, imagine Dirk would have told Gunna, hey, bro, yo, I shot Ebony Cash, we got Lil Pop killed, we got Him from Dumb Street killed, we got everybody killed, man.
Mondo's cousin Lil Pam, despite him actually not being involved in the death of Von, saying that when it's war, you don't see famous names being killed, but they still try and kill everyone around their targets. Dirk then references the rumors that he was involved in the Pam murder, saying that he doesn't admit to crimes, but the blog seem to accuse him as soon as people die, and saying that he would never admit to murder, and is happy that other people are claiming that body, a line which I think refers to an alternative narrative that was spread around, suggesting that Lil Pam was actually killed by drug dealers that he ran off on. Of course, when the indictment dropped, it seemed pretty clear that that was cap. Dirk would then go on to directly deny blackballing Quando Rondo from the record industry and casting doubt on his criminal past, before Dirk says that he is the person who chooses if people live or get killed. He later appears to reference two details from the murder of Lil Pam, saying the Switch is bound to kill their ops, Free McAdoo, a 600 member who committed numerous murders, and then saying the chilling and self-incriminating line, "We're flying to get you." Now perhaps this could be
Hey, look. Hey, listen. Again, it could still be just a coincidence, okay? Maybe the "we flying to get you." Hey, you guys don't know, bro. Lil Durk put the ghouls on a flight to go to LA to kill Quando Rondo and Lil Pop. Quando Rondo survived, Lil Pop got killed, and they took a flight back. This would just be a coincidence, but let's go.
Interpreted as saying that he would fly to collect Mac from jail if he was ever released, but to me, I think it's a different bar, where Dirk is just mentioning one of his killers and then moving on to another line where he's self-incriminating himself, admitting that he will fly his shooters out to kill you, just like he did to Lil Pam. This is followed by another dark line where Dirk says, "You ain't know we were gonna get you, did you?" On the next track.
Yo, before you continue, I'll be wondering too, yo. Now, if you're a street dude, let me know. Yo, how do the people who are really killers, how do y'all feel when these rappers like put y'all in these songs? Because I would imagine if the prosecutors are going through these verses, bruh, when they see Lil Durk shouting out somebody for being a killer, they know Lil Durk ain't probably lying, right? They know Lil Durk is probably telling the truth about that person being a killer. And if that person ain't arrested yet for being a killer, the prosecutors is probably like uncovering every stone to find out why Lil Durk think this person here is a killer.
And hanging with walls, Dirk would make some interesting references to his life in this time. In one bar, he claims that he was out of town and heard a rumor that he was wanted for murder, pretty much speaking what ended up happening into existence. Dirk went on to make references to Youngboy, whose original beef with King Von kicked off this whole thing, with Quando actually being one of Youngboy's artists signed to his label, and Dirk would refer to earlier comments suggesting that Youngboy had told the world that they were beefing and that he tried to squash the war. Then, at the end of his second verse, he drops another insane piece of foreshadowing, saying that he's the type of person to get on a flight with a warrant and that the police have got to catch him, something that he indeed tried to do. On a later...
Come on, yo, I'm more, listen, I'm more, come on, bro, come on. Yo, imagine playing this at the bond hearing, bro. Because they came up with another excuse claiming, oh, Lil Durk actually booked one flight. The flight just had multiple stops, so they thought he booked multiple flights to trick the fans when that wasn't true. He was on his way to Dubai. Imagine playing this, yo. I hop on flights knowing I have warrants, man, just to get away. Imagine playing this for the police, bro.
A track called For Real that features OTF member Booney Mo, he would reveal that he sells drugs to make money while his friends do the murders. In a later lyric, he outright says that his friends kill the ops and says that they get paid $10,000 to spin, and saying specifically that they get $20,000 if they kill one of the target's friends. Ending the song saying all his friends kill people for real if you play with them. A later track that featured Buka 600 and Lil Durk had a peculiar title, Feed 'em Addies. Now this title is a slick double entendre, referring to giving their killers both Adderalls to focus on the murders that they've been tasked to do, and giving them the addresses or addies of their rivals to find them and kill them. Something made explicit by the lyrics. And Buka goes on to rap that somebody's head got left on the wall for King Von. Then in Durk's verse, he would boast about having $50 million liquid and going on to rap an eyebrow-raising bar, saying that he smashed somebody's nose and that in his hood, he's Pablo. Likely a reference to Pablo Escobar, but...
Oh, come on, homie. Come Come on, bruh. Dirk was snitching like this? Dirk was snitching on himself like this? Son! In his nose, he practically smashed it. No, the prior line, the prior line was 50 million. I actually got a lick when I actually grabbed it with let's go, man. Mad Max get ready to catch a kill. I'll feed him addies. Or even 50 million, I got it. In his nose, he practically smashed it. In my hood, I'm Pablo. Oh, come on, bro. That's a little pop.
Nickname was also Pablo. He then goes on to drop a series of bars that sound to me like they're directly referencing Lil Pab's murder, saying that he doesn't speak on murders or people trolling, and seemingly referencing Quando's relationship being signed to Youngboy's label, saying why you signed to the dudes that purged it. Then rapping the brutal lyric referring to the murder of Pab, and Quando's reaction being broadcast on the news, saying, when I seen he died, I kept scrolling, and admitting that he's into beef with someone's friend, another reference to Youngboy and Quando's relationship. The next track is seemingly another bold admission of the OTF crew's activities in the streets, the aptly titled track, We Did It. This sees Booney Mo from OTF rapping back to back with a posthumous verse and ad-libs from none other than King Von, whose death sparked this deadly crime spree. The song featured a brazen chorus which saw Booney Mo rapping repeatedly, they know that we did it, whilst backed up by King Von ad-libs. What did you guys do, Booney? Booney would then repeat the line, this time following the line about having diamonds on his chain, saying that they know we win it, with that line about winning followed by another King Von ad-lib saying, they know. He goes on to rap, you know how we're spinning, and naming what guns they use, and saying if they catch an op, you know we're gonna get them. He would end the hook saying that now they're smoking on their ops. In the verse, he mentions OTF DD or D-Ski locating ops for the gang and chasing ops in rental cars, which according...
Wasn't Didi the one who put everything together for Lil Durk, got everybody on the flights, got everybody into the rental car, got everybody the guns? And then follow Colorado in a rental car from his hotel to the gas station to kill him?
To the indictment happened. And he would even end his verse with a buffet of self-incrimination, rapping that he pays his shorties to slide and that he bets they're going to get you. Following that up, saying OTF, that's mob ties, ain't nothing realer. The second verse was a posthumous King Von verse, where in the final line, as Von has done countless times before, admitting to murder, saying that he ducked that sentence, but they know I did it. Now, I'm sure people might argue that this is an ambiguous song which could be referring to absolutely anything. But to me, the fact that this project and song dropped just 4 months after the supposed murder that was Get Back, widely knew was indeed. The next track would feature OTF DD or D-Ski, which you'll likely know.
Now, Didi is one of the co-conspirators, by the way.
Is one of the members who was central to the alleged murder for hire plot and is all over that indictment. And on the track Seen It All, Didi would commence with another incredibly self-incriminating verse, rapping that his team do kids regardless, and rapping that they're going to risk it all and put their ops in coffins for their friends, rapping that they stalk their ops in traffic, something alleged in the indictment with photographic evidence, and saying that they leave their ops on stretchers. And in his verse, continuing the self-snitching, rapping that they bully their ops with switches and shoot the fastest, and rapping how they don't give their enemies passes, they walk them down or kill them. Even admitting that his friends stood on business or got vengeance, and he raps they're coming to get you, and that their bullets will leave you dead in public. And I don't know if it gets more public than outside the Beverly Center. But then on the next track, in Hiding, OTF's Chief Wook would continue to rap bars that seem to hint at OTF's deadly activities in the streets, saying that their little bros...
Let's stop it here, right? Chief Walk is my brother, man. For me, even though Walk is mad at me, alright? Walk came looking for me in LA, but Walk is mad at me because, you know, I've been speaking on Lil Durk, you know. But Walk is still my Liberian brother, man. You feel me? Walk is still my brother, you feel me, man? Alright, we had communications. Walk is still my brother, man. So I'm not going to... I ain't gonna put Walk business out there, right? Y'all can go watch the Trap More Raws video, right? On Trap More Raws, that's the channel to figure out what's going on, man. Lil Durk is in some trouble, man. Lil Durk is in trouble, man. This right here is gonna get Lil Durk a lot of time, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man? Y'all guys...
Chat, I have no idea what okra stew is.
Come on, bro.
The fish tastes old.
Couldn't like bring this to a party because they just bombastic side eye.
Y'all almost threw up. That's crazy.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Gabriella Sabri. I'm representing Ose Chrome, Kumasi, Ghana.
Yo, what's good? My name is David Armour. I'm from Ghana, West Africa, Kumasi.
David Armour.
Hi, my name's Auntie Eugenia, and I am representing the Ashanti tribe, and we are trying each other's okra stew. Let me break down the history of okra stew. It hails from the Volta region of Ghana.
Why is okra stew an essential? Nigerians that got bad love friends, Ghanaians, okra stew, #1.
Okra stew is a blend of peppers and, of course, okra. And what makes it
Chat, I've never had this before, so I don't know what this tastes like.
so special is the consistency of the slime blend.
What the hell?
And, of course, okra. And what makes it so special is the consistency of the slime.
That is gooey.
Yes.
And you can have okra stew without a banku as well. I mean, you can have it with rice, but it's not going to be nice.
Where's some of your tacos and cheesesteaks? Thank you.
Both my parents are Ghanaian, and I was introduced to this meal at a very young age. And we used to eat this every Sunday after church. Like, let me tell you something. I'll go to church and be thinking about this meal before I even get home. What makes my okra stew the best is the fact that I was taught by my aunt who hails from the Volta region. So you know when you're tasting this, you're getting the authenticity of Ghana. I just blended the peppers, I blended the okra, regular oil. I'm not too technical about oil. I just use oil.
She sounds passionate about this, so I'll be surprised if she loses. So far, she's putting a lot of passion and energy into this. So I would be surprised if she ends up losing this.
And then cow meat. For me to get that match.
Chat, I missed a Thanksgiving plate. Southerners try each other's Thanksgiving plate. I missed that episode. I ain't see that.
If I'm being quite honest, I don't really care about what the other contestants are going to rate mine or if I'll win. I really just came here to eat. One phrase to describe my okra stew is that this one, yeah, it be one of a kind.
It'll be one of a kind. Make me a plate fast. That gap teeth makes her cooking better. That does not make any sense.
I mean, it's a bit gray, but it's okay.
Yo, got some flakes to it.
The banku's like, it feels soft. I don't even know what this means, but you can do this with. Like, you can easily take it.
Right now I'm seeing okra. You know what I mean? Got the okra right there. How it feels. It feels great. Feels good. Feels gooey.
Why is he laughing like that? It's so crazy to me to see people like just putting their hands in their food like that.
Gooey.
This is like an African cheese bowl. It's very slippery. That's a good thing. It's supposed to have like a good, nice like split to it, because you traditionally eat it with your hands. I got my nails done, so I'm not doing it.
I wasn't.
Just get an okra
The banku, yeah, the banku.
Can I have the okra stew, not the banku? Like,
I just want to 7.5. It's good, but I feel like it's not like the best one that I've ever had. So this is okra stew, aka Nkrumah.
That looks beautiful. That looks beautiful. You see the greens, you see the meat, you see extra garnishes on it. She did her thing.
And of course, I have with the banku as well.
And she got the banku on it. Look at that. Look at that plate is beautifully presentated.
I learned it from my mom. She's the goat of cooking. You cannot make Nkrumah without using palm nut oil. I have cow foot in here. I have turkey necks. I have goat. We have some small crab meat, a fresh Scotch bonnet pepper, which you always add to just give it a little spice. I made it special because I made sure that when I cook the Nkrumah, which is the okra, I put it in the beef stock and just everything that I rolled the meat in to give it more flavor and make it, flavorful and taste that much better. Some people just put it in water, which is, it's okay, but it's me. I won't do such. One phrase that I would say describes my Nkrumah. Like, you won't stop eating it. Like, you're gonna eat it always.
Chad, she cooking. Off presentation, hers looked the best. Hers looked clearly the best out of everyone else's that we saw. I just hope that it tastes as well as everybody saying it looks.
Please, before the next plate, can
Yeah, you already wearing too much makeup. Shut up. She talking about hair and makeup.
Off the rip, got the buckle, soft, fresh.
Oh yeah, that's soft. I smell turkey. I smell spinach, the okra. They gave me a little melody of greens. I like that.
Can I just dive in and eat, please?
What the hell?
Oh my God, this ain't so good.
We want to get your little crazy ass up out of here, man.
Person has tried well.
Okay, it's as good as it looks. That's beautiful.
I like this.
If this is a woman who made this, not only am I gonna finish this right now, I'm like, yo,
You was about to say you gonna finish her? You don't even know that person, you freaky frog. Keep him away from the other contestants. He on demon time.
I just got this policy, bro. Not even 5-6 days, I got this policy on myself. And so, I'm dipping in the water. And my big smart dumb ass now realizing, hey man, you're not on pavement. This thing not gonna just stop. So when I went to dip, I tipped the nose in the water. Boom. And the rocks to the shore, it spin like this. It took me right on up the rocks. So I let the bite go, it flew off of it. The bite just blew. So we come with cold boys and all that, they have to come get me. Like one homie pulled up, I jumped in his jet ski, get out the jet ski. They come get mine out the water. 3 days later, we had our main house. Once again, I jumped on motorcycle. It's one of my little homies' bike. This bike, I said, hey, bring me wild right quick. I jumped on his motorcycle. Cut ass
Oh. I'm gonna pay for it. Eat fast.
Don't give me rice. Look, I'll go take my food. You got my food there. Mama, that's not even pizza. I can eat awala.
Zuma Bridge.